is a fictional character designed by the famous novelist Ian Fleming in 1953. Sean Connery, David Niven, George Lazenby, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig have all played 007 in 27 films. Who is James Bond? James Bond is a British literary and film character. He is often depicted as a peerless spy, notorious womanizer, and masculine icon. He is also designated as Agent 007, always articulated as 007, in the British Secret Intelligence Service, or MI6. Who is James Bond based on? There is no single historical figure the character James Bond is based on. Many have speculated that Bond's creator, Ian Fleming, likely drew inspiration from more than one secret agent he learned of from his experience working with British naval intelligence. Potential real-life inspirations for Bond included World War II secret agent FFE Yeo Thomas and Serbian double agent Duško Popov. What does James Bond drink? The most well-known drink James Bond requests is a vodka martini with the specific direction that it be shaken, not stirred. What actor portrayed James Bond in the most franchise films during the 20th century? Roger Moore starred as James Bond in the most films produced by the official Bond franchise, Eon Productions Limited, 7. Sean Connery followed closely behind, having played the role in 6 Eon-produced Bond films. 2 Bond films from the 20th century were not produced by Eon and thus are often excluded from consideration. The character, also known by the code number 007, pronounced 007, has also been adapted for television, radio, comic strip, video games, and film. The films are one of the longest continually running film series and have grossed over $7.4 billion in total at the box office, making it the 5th highest grossing film series to date, which started in 1962 with Dr. No, starring Sean Connery as Bond. As of 2021, there have been 25 films in the Eon Productions series. The most recent Bond film, No Time to Die, 2021, stars Daniel Craig in his 5th portrayal of Bond. He is the 6th actor to play Bond in the Eon series. There have also been 2 independent Bond film productions, Casino Royale, a 1967 spoof starring David Niven, and Never Say Never Again, a 1983 remake of an earlier Eon-produced film, 1965's Thunderball, both starring Connery. In 2015, the series was estimated to be worth $19.9 billion in total, based on box office grosses, DVD sales, and merchandise tie-ins, making James Bond one of the highest-grossing media franchises of all time. Casino Royale has also been adapted for television as a 1-hour show in 1954 as part of the CBS series Climax. The Bond films are renowned for a number of features, including their soundtracks, with the theme songs having received Academy Award nominations on several occasions and 3 wins. Other important elements which run through most of the films include Bond's cars, his guns, and the gadgets with which he is supplied by Q Branch. The films are also noted for Bond's relationships with various women, who are popularly referred to as Bond girls. Fleming decided that Bond should resemble both American singer Hoagy Carmichael and himself. And in Casino Royale, Vesper Lynn remarks, "Bond reminds me rather of Hoagy Carmichael, but there is something cold and ruthless." Likewise, in Moonraker, Special Branch Officer Gayla Brand thinks that Bond is certainly good-looking, rather like Hoagy Carmichael in a way, that black hair falling down over the right eyebrow. Much the same bones. But there was something a bit cruel in the mouth, and the eyes were cold. Fleming endowed Bond with many of his own traits, including sharing the same golf handicap, the taste for scrambled eggs, and using the same brand of toiletries. Bond's tastes are also often taken from Fleming's own, as was his behavior, with Bond's love of golf and gambling mirroring Fleming's own. Fleming used his experiences of his career in espionage and all other aspects of his life as inspiration when writing, including using names of school friends, acquaintances, relatives, and lovers throughout his books. It was not until the penultimate novel, You Only Live Twice, that Fleming gave Bond a sense of family background. The book was the first to be written after the release of Dr. No in cinemas, and Sean Connery's depiction of Bond affected Fleming's interpretation of the character, henceforth giving Bond both a dry sense of humor and Scottish antecedents that were not present in the previous stories. So, in a fictional obituary, purportedly published in the Times, Bond's parents were given as Andrew Bond, from the village of Glencoe, Scotland, and Monique Delacroix, from the canton of Vaud, Switzerland. Fleming did. Now we are closing this chapter and we will continue in the coming days. Only 1% can discover and watch this channel. If you watch this video, it means you are highly intelligent. Subscribe for upcoming chapters. Thank you.